Winchester Mystery House is in the news. Good news. We'll talk about that as well as your fall maintenance checklist, Mountain View Home of the Week, and the 40 Days on Market report. Let's get moving. Winchester Mystery House. Halloween is in the air. We're in fall, and that means it's time for Halloween. One of my favorite holidays. I have a friend who does a Halloween haunt down in Almaden, and I do that every year. We'll be talking more about that as that starts moving along. But Winchester Mystery House has a tour specifically designed for Halloween. It goes from now until November 2nd. If you've ever done the Winchester Mystery House, it's a fun, good couple hours. It's a great thing for entertainment with your family. It's memorable. It's always a near and dear part of what San Jose really means, the history and all the stuff that goes behind Winchester Mystery House. So go take a look. The link is in my blog. Fall home maintenance checklist. Stow your mower. Our grass does go dormant, but you should get a tune-up and stack it away. If you have to do a couple more during the winter, then albeit, there you go. Perform an energy audit. It's not just looking for cracked windows, cracks in the walls, etc. Do some caulking when it starts to rain. You want to prevent moisture from getting into the walls. Have your appliances taken a look at. If you're spending too much money on electricity, maybe it's time for you to do an electricity audit. Replace your storm windows. It's also a good time to check on your screens. You can go to Ace Hardware and take a screen in and they'll replace it or fix it for you, not for free, but they do that service. If you can do it yourself, that's great, but it's a good time to check on your screens so you keep the bugs out, especially now that bugs are coming back into our area in California. Check your furnace. This is a great time. Guys, I can't tell you how many times when the weather is good, you don't use your furnace or your air conditioner as much. That is when the HVAC guys are slow. You want them to come in when it's slow, not when they're packed, because you're not going to get great deals. They're still going to charge you, but they might have a get your filters replaced, to check your ducts, etc. program for you, just so that you save a little bit more on your heating bills when it starts to get cold. Do it now versus when it's freezing cold. Install gutter guards. Clean out your gutters and clean the gutter guards. Make sure that everything is ready for the rains, because we are expected to see a huge amount of rain this year. You don't want that falling into your foundation and ruining your foundation. So make sure that your gutters go down and at least 5 to 6 feet away from the house. Maintain your home's exterior. Look for cracks, look at your windows, make sure that they're all sealed up correctly. Do some caulking right now. This is a great time to do it because when it's rainy and wet, it's not as effective and it prevents moisture from getting in between the walls. If you use your fireplace, make sure that this is a great time to have your chimney swept, cleaned out, and ready for fires for the winter. And check your carbon monoxide detector, not CO2 detector. CO2 is the gas that you put into the water to make it soda water and carbonation. Check your smoke detectors too. In California, they have 10-year sealed batteries, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Make sure that your family is safe for the winter. Let's see. That part of the episode is brought to you by this home inspection checklist. It's a great time to get the honey-do list started and start working on it with the fall maintenance checklist. This checklist goes a little bit more in depth. It checks your appliances, heater, checks all sorts of different things to make sure you're up and running and make your house sellable. And I always say do stuff ahead of time. Don't procrastinate. There's a great reason to download that checklist for you. This is Bank-Owned Property of the Week. In San Mateo, I actually have two to look at because I want to compare and contrast. This one is 1,500 square feet, brand new, built in 2023, and it is $1.7 million because it's in San Mateo. Now, if you're willing to drive a little bit, this one right here offers a little bit more space. It's a little bit older, but it's a better price. It's in San Martin, and you get a whole lot more land with it. One's only one bedroom. The problem is that these are bank-owned properties. This one is vacant, so you can take a look at it anytime you want. However, this one, you would have to evict the previous owners. If you're interested in learning more about REOs, bank-owned properties, let me know. I used to sell a ton of them and I know a lot of what's going on now too. Let me know if you have any questions. This is the Apple Home of the Week, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,800 square feet, built in 1950. Nice little ranch house. This is not a bank-owned property and it's set up, ready to go. Looks like they painted the cabinets, put new counters on top. So this is a nice house and it's well priced at $2.5 million. And this is Mountain View home of the, oh wait, I wanted to go back there and show you where it is compared to where it is in Apple. So this house right here and Apple's right here, technically it is walking distance. You can walk to it and go to work right there. That's why it's so expensive. This is the Mountain View home of the week. I chose it because it is right down the street from Castro. It's walking distance to Castro. You can walk down there, have a meal, and walk back and make a nice evening out of it. 3-bedroom, 3 full bath, 1,800 square feet, built in 1967. This is another ranch house. Let's take a look. It feels like it's virtually staged, updated, but not super new, remodeled. I would say that this is 10-year-old construction on the cabinets. There's a photographer using his skill of focal depth right there. You can see that it's out of focus back here. So there you go. If you want to look at this, the links are back in the 40 days on market report. Take a quick look. Nothing super crazy. We're still at 198. Same thing as last week. We went up on 90 days on market. And again, this is to be expected. We're coming into the fall. These numbers are going to start coming down. Bank owns popped up a tad bit. And we have 486 homes for sale in San Jose. These are single family homes, not condos. We need to be about 900 to 1,100 to make it a balanced market. That's why prices continue to go up in San Jose as well as Santa Clara County. We need to have about 2 homes for sale in Santa Clara County for single family homes. And this number has been pretty stagnant over the last couple of years. The reason why I'm showing you these numbers is so that you understand that we're not going